Hello and welcome to Fit, Fabulous, and Over 50. I am your host, Renee Miller. The goal of this show is to teach you how to become fit in the privacy and comfort of your own home. You will learn both functional and practical exercises designed to tone your muscles, increase stability and balance, promote core strength, and get your heart rate up. Each week, we will present different exercises designed to isolate certain areas of your body. In addition, we will show you what you can do almost anywhere in your house to get fit. You can get fit at home with a little bit of perseverance and effort. Now, if you've never exercised before, you should consult with your physician before beginning. But if you have, then let's get started. Today, we are going to do a stability ball workout. Stability balls are excellent tools, excellent because they work your intrinsic muscles, your core muscles, primarily the trunk muscles. They were originally a physical therapy tool, and they are now widely used for exercising. Now listen, if you don't have a ball, don't worry about it today. You can do most of these exercises on the floor, on a mat, or even in your kitchen chair. All right? Before we get started, let's find out what muscles we're going to work. We're going to look at the muscle chart, and we're going to be dealing pretty much with what we call the core. The core is the trunk muscles from the clavicle all the way down to the pubic bone. All of the muscles that you see and all the muscles behind working the gluteus maximus, the erectors, the latissimus dorsi, and the upper back, the chest, the abdominal muscles, of which you have 4 layers, and all the muscles intrinsically that are deeper than that. All right. Very good. Well, I want to introduce my workout partner today. Don, how you doing? Great. I want to tell you a little bit about Don. Although Don is a little bit past 60, his doctors told him that he's biologically about 42 years old because he keeps himself fit and healthy. He exercises most every day, don't you, Don? You can turn back the hands of time on advancing age by increasing your fitness level. It doesn't have to be hard. Get out and walk. Park your car at the end of the lot and walk to the grocery store. All right, Don, let's get started. We're going to start with a little warm-up. We're going to have some music. Abdominals are lifted up, feet about hip distance apart, shoulders down. Let's breathe in and up and down. And again. And down. And again. Arms up. One more time. Good. Hold it up this time. Drop the chin. Lift through the spine. Lift as far as you can, all the way up. Now go over to the right. Pull up out of the rib cage. Back to center and over to your left. Stretch. Don't just lift. Stretch. Back. Now we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls back. Let's do 4 more. Think about opening up the chest. 2 more. 1 more. Reverse the circle. Warming up the upper back. Just do 1 more. March it on your right. All right. You're on your right. We're on our left. That's good. Don, we're just going to sidestep here in 4, 3, 2, sidestep, bicep curl. Good job, everybody. Get up and get moving. Remember, you cannot get fit watching an exercise show. You have to participate. Toe out and just the toe. No upper body. Good. 4 more. Punch across low. Good. Keep it going. Both arms. Push down. Now you want to drop the body weight down and up because we do want to get your heart rate up a little bit and get that core body temperature up. 4 more. Toe heel in. Toes are tapping. Good. March it out. Your right, our left. Yes. Little squats, right, left and right. Add arms. Open and close. Open and close. 4 more. Pull up in your abdominals. Tighten. Good. Yes, keep it going. 2 more. 1 more. And just march it out. Right foot. I want you to bring your hands behind you, showing you from the side. You're going to stretch and open up that chest. Hold that. Bring your arms in front of you, fingers lock. Stretch forward. Good. Open up the legs, hands down to the thighs, and let's round our backs. And you want to just hold your low back rounded here. Try not to round your upper or middle back. Press the tailbone out, really lift, and round up one more time. Now roll it up. All right. Dawn, you ready to work the balls? All right, here we go. First, we want to talk to you about stability and balance. When we are on the stability ball, we automatically put ourselves in a position where we have to work harder at our own stabilization. So if you're in a stable, if you're on the floor, this floor is stable, you don't have to work as hard. When you're on the ball is not stable. You have to work harder, and that's what we want to do here, to work those intrinsic core muscles inside there. All right, let's just find your sits bones. Friends, if you don't have a ball, sit up on a kitchen chair, sit up nice and tall and find those sits bones and really sit down. And we're going to lift one arm, one leg up and really work it here. Good. Good. And try the other one. Good. Oh yeah, you can see a little bit of instability. All right. Good. If you've got the stability ball, repeat this 2 or 3 times, really working on finding that center. Okay. All right. The next thing we're going to do, that's great, Dawn. You're doing a great job. We're going to talk about rolling down a little bit and doing a small hip bridge. And let's start back a little bit because we're going to be rolling forward. And what we're going to be doing is coming back, is going down just a little bit, abdominals tight, and then walking back up. Now, it's really important when you're using the stability ball, and we'll just do that a few times to warm up. Down a little bit, really press the navel to the spine, and push the hips into the ball. All right, Dawn, let's roll the pelvis forward and back. And what we're doing here is warming up the low spine, doing hip flexion and hip extension, and we'll do that just a few times. That's good. You want to really pull under and then push back. Pull under and push back. Now go side to side. Side to side. Good. That's it. That's good. All right, now try to think of your spine doing a spiral, and what you're going to do here is you're going to spiral all the way around. Try not to use your feet. Work the body. Work the spine as opposed to the legs. And reverse. Go the other way. That's it. Tightening the abdominals as you go. You've got to keep breathing, but you want to keep this as solid as you can get it. That's great, Dawn. One more time the other way. Good, and reverse it so we don't end up lopsided, right? Okay, we're going to start our supine exercises, and we're going to be doing abdominal crunches. Now, if you do abdominal crunches correctly on the ball, you have to do about only half as many as you would on the floor because they're so much more effective, aren't they? So let's get our position. We're going to roll down, and I'm not going to go down quite as far because I've got the microphone on. You can go down a little bit farther, and from this position, either hands are here, abdominals contracting, or you can do like Dawn, elbows out, and you're going to make sure you exhale. Good. Breathe. Pull in. And 4. Good job. Keep going. 6 and 7. You're doing great, Dawn. And 8 and 9 and 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. And press the hips into the ball and roll up. Good. When you press your hips into the ball, you want to make sure you come up into a nice straight back and not into an overarched or an over-rounded back. All right, we're going to do those one more time, but we're going to do obliques. So we're going to be targeting more the muscles and the trunk muscles that are to the side of your body. All right, Dawn? So we'll go down. Again, I'm going to do a little bit more of a modified version with my hands across. We're going to go in opposite directions. Friends, it's very important when you do abdominals that you use your breath. If you're not exhaling as you lift, what you might end up with is a big, hard tummy, as hard as a rock, but it will be big and round, all right? So you want to make sure you're breathing. Exhale the air out. Keep going. Keep it up. Looking good. How you doing? Good. How are you doing? Keep it up. Let's do 4 more. And 3. 2. And 1. Good. All right, roll it up. Take a little breath, and let's stretch those abs, reaching up to the side. And the other way. And relax. All right, let's do a hip bridge. This is a fabulous exercise for your low back. And what we're going to do is this time I'll roll out in front of you. You can go behind me, and we're going to roll out to a hip bridge, going all the way out. The back is on the ball. You want to squeeze your glutes as tight as you can. You can either reach overhead like Dawn is doing, or you can keep your hands down like me. You want to tighten your abdominals and your glutes, and you're going to do little lifts up and down. Exhale as you lift. And down. That's good, Dawn. 3. And down. And 4. Now, the key here is to not let go of the rest of the body. So you want to keep your shoulders square. You're nice and lifted, contracting as many muscles as you can. Deep inside that abdominal wall. Really work it. Let's do 4 more. And 3. Looking good. And 2. Last one. Now the trick will be to get up from this position, rolling all the way up. Very good. All right, Dawn. Very good. Okay, Dawn, let's go to our prone exercises now. And the first thing we want to talk about is doing prone exercises on a ball can be incredibly uncomfortable if your abdominals are not supported. It's very easy just to lay on the ball, let go of your abdominals, and then you feel like you're going to lose your lunch, okay? We want to tighten those abdominal walls and really contract them very much so that as we lay out on the ball, we are not going to have that pressure on our abs. So here we go. Go ahead, Dawn, and roll out. And we're just going to roll out to the hands and the feet. Now, you should be tightening your abdominals as tight as you possibly can. How you doing? You okay? All right. Now, from here, we're going to do an excellent back exercise. This is perfect for your back extensors. And we're going to do alternating arm and leg lift. We need to roll out a little bit more. Yeah, it's not that easy. You want to keep your neck aligned, looking eyes down at the floor, and let's switch sides and really tighten those gluteals up here. That's what's going to really pay off. That's going to help you balance. Squeeze those buns. And we'll do 1 more each side. Not as easy as it looks, is it, Dawn? Keep your abs tight. So there's lots and lots of muscle work going on here. And 1 more, other side. Squeeze tight. Contract your abdominals and release. All right, let's roll back. We're now going to show different variations of the push-up. Dawn is going to do the more advanced version. I will do the modified version, and we'll start by rolling out. Dawn is going to roll out. Go ahead, Dawn. I want to explain what you're doing. Dawn is going to roll out almost all the way onto his feet. I'm going to be rolling out behind him and doing just a halfway out. All right, Dawn, you ready? Here we go. Down and up. Now, if you're not a very advanced exerciser, then you really want to start with a small rollout like I have. You don't have to go too far out to find the amazing benefits of this exercise, because not only is it a great way to build your body for push-ups, but it's also going to force you to work all of those intrinsic abdominal and back muscles and your hip extensors, primarily your gluteus maximus, which we all know and love, don't we? Dawn, can you handle 4 more? Keep those abs tight, Dawn. Don't let your back bow down. 2 more. 1 more. I'm rolling back and getting out of your way. Come on back. Wow. That is a workout. Let's see what you can do anywhere else in your house. Raking can be an enjoyable weekend activity, well, depending upon the number of leaves. Truthfully, though, long after the leaves are bagged and put by the curb, you may still have muscle stiffness and soreness. It's important to warm up before you do leaf raking. Let me give you some pointers. First of all, I suggest that before you do any raking at all, you do 2 to 4 minutes of brisk walking. If you have a long driveway, take a walk to the mailbox and back. If not, use your yard for a survey time, and while you're walking, begin by doing very large shoulder rolls. When you do these shoulder rolls, you want to relax the chest, breathe, open the chest up. Repeat going the opposite direction. Relax the back. The more circulation you can get in the shoulders and the back, the less chance of soreness you'll have later. All right, very good. Let's stretch your low back and your hamstrings. Make sure that when you rake, you bend your knees and keep your abdomen tight. To prevent low back pain, let's stretch your hamstrings and your low back. You can do this very simply by sitting in a position with one knee bent, one leg straight. Lift up out of the abdomen. Slowly reach over the leg, breathing, exhaling. Continue to breathe as you work your way down, fingers reaching towards the toe. Hold where you feel resistance. Good. Let's repeat on the other side. Reaching over. Now you're also going to notice that this stretch works into the hip, which is also a good spot for you. Go over as far as you can and hold it. Good. All right. One more stretch, very key to your rotational movement and your raking. 1 foot over the opposite knee. You're going to hug the knee and turn away. Keep on breathing. Good. Repeat on the other side. Keep on breathing. Excellent. Let's get those leaves raked before winter comes. Do you know that by the time a woman is 55 to 60 years old, she has lost up to 20 to 30% of her bone? Men may have lost up to 15%. That's not good news, but you can change it. The best way you can avoid bone loss is by doing resistance training or lifting weights. It doesn't have to be a gym membership, By lifting light weights and doing resistance training, push-ups and sit-ups, taking walks, staying active will keep your bone density up and thereby ward off diseases like osteoporosis. You don't have to be a statistic as you get older. You don't have to lose your bone density. Stay fit. Use resistance exercises or weight training. Whew. Household chores. Everyone has them. To prevent injuring yourself doing simple household chores, I have a great exercise for you. They're called push-ups. Push-ups are one of the best exercises you can do, and you can start with them right in your own kitchen at your sink. Let's watch. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand with your feet about hip distance apart. You want to have your knees lifted up, but not locked. Tuck your glutes, give them a good squeeze, and pull up on your abdomen. Arms about shoulder width apart. Step back maybe a foot or two from your sink, and your whole body will slowly lean into the sink and then push away. Now this is a great beginning push-up, especially if you've never done them before. You want to make sure you keep your legs lifted up, your feet flat on the floor, and your abdomen lifted so you don't arch your back. Once you get the hang of it, you can begin to work deeper in the muscles by actively resisting pushing away. So instead of just a flimsy movement, it's a movement that works in opposition to itself. Yes, that's right. You want to keep those shoulders down. Now, I have to tell you, push-ups are a great exercise. If these prove to be too easy, you can go to the floor and start with knee push-ups. You'll do primarily the same move, only you're on your knees and your hands. And if those are too easy, try those tough toe push-ups that we all watch other people do. Push-ups are like going to a sale and getting 50% off the lowest markdown price because they work almost every single muscle of your upper body and your abdomen, so they're an excellent use of your time. Walking is a great way to burn extra calories, get that heart rate up, and stay in shape. But before you take a long walk, you really need to stretch your muscles to prepare. You don't want to get injured walking. Let's do some stretches together. At the fence post or at the wall, place your hands on the fence post and step into a lunge, pressing the back heel down. When you lengthen through the back heel, be sure to keep your abdominals tight and your gluteus maximus contracted. Lunge forward. This stretch is for your calf muscle. We're going to hold that there just for a few seconds, and I'm going to show you a variation of this stretch. Bend your knee now, and you'll feel the stretch go immediately deep into the calf muscle. This one you want to hold and breathe. This works deep into the muscle to warm it up. Good. Now, the next stretch, lunging in the same position, but pulling the heel off of the ground. The hip goes under, and down you go, stretching the big hip flexors. Those muscles work quite a bit while you're walking. Keep your glutes tight, keep your abdominals contracted. Good. Let's repeat this one on the other side. I'll show you this way. Pull the knee under the hip and drop straight down. Good. Make sure the hip stays aligned and doesn't buckle or bend. Now, quadricep stretch. Pick the heel up and pull the foot towards the glutes. Tighten your abdomen so you don't lose your hip line. Watch you don't sink or let the knee come forward. Stay pulled up. Good job. Finally, let's get the backs of those thighs. Put your leg up on the fence post or out in front of you. Pull up and reach slowly over. Oh, what a beautiful day for a walk. Warming up all the way up the back of the legs. Good. Repeat on the other side. Stretching before you walk will make your walk much more enjoyable, and you will find that you can get a larger stride and more results. Time to get up. Oh, but that first step off the bed can be so painful, especially as you get older. Your feet can become very, very painful. The first step can be very, very hurtful if, in fact, you have something called plantar fasciitis. Some very simple exercises to do before you put your feet on the floor is to do simple flexion and extension of the ankles. This is very easy. Just point your toes and then press through your heels. And then roll your ankles in and roll your ankles out. Now, take it from someone who knows. Doing these exercises can make all the difference between that first step being incredibly painful or almost pain-free. Hi, welcome back. How are you feeling? Okay, we've got one more we want to show at least. We want to do an abdominal crunch that includes inner thigh workout. I know, for especially ladies, love inner thighs, but I want to tell you something. Everyone needs to work their inner thighs, and the reason is because inner thigh muscles are used primarily for stabilization. As you age, if those muscles aren't used, they become very weak, and you become lopsided, and it's easy to fall down side to side. So we really do want to work those muscles. Dawn, we're going to get down on our backs, and the ball will go between your knees or between your legs, depending upon how much flexibility you have. Now, what you want to do is really put pressure on the ball. Dawn is going to add an abdominal crunch. Go ahead, Dawn. That's really good. Lifting up and down. I'm going to do just the inner thigh part so you can actually see the pressure on the ball as I'm pressing. And you really want to pull the abdominal tight here. It does not take many of these to really feel that. Yes, that's right. Really pull it in, squeeze, put pressure on that ball. Good. How you doing there, Dawn? Good. Yes, it's hard, isn't it? All right, Dawn, do about 4 more. I want to ask you a question. Have you eaten your 5 fruits and vegetables today? Many of us save what little vegetables we eat until night, and maybe if we have a salad with our dinner. But I want to tell you the importance of fruits and vegetables are overwhelming. Primarily, there's more vitamins and minerals in fruits and vegetables than there is in any other kind of food. You get fiber, roughage, water, and plenty of nutrition. So don't neglect eating your fruits and vegetables. It's really, really, really not that hard. All right, Dawn, we've got one more to do, and this is for the outer thigh. And while we get started, I want to say to you, thank you for exercising with us today on Fit, Fabulous, and Over 50. Good, keep going.